Welcome to the FMCG Guys, the podcast that dives into the innovation, strategy, and trends shaping consumer goods and retail in Europe and beyond.
Welcome to the FMCG Guys podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Torres. If this is the first time you tune in, you'll want to know that we're the most followed consumer goods and retail podcast in Europe, with probably at the time that we air this, 25,000 followers, or if not very close to them, on LinkedIn. We release new interviews every Wednesday and every Saturday. And in the last 5 years, we've interviewed over, as you'll see from the name of this episode, over 250 consumer goods and retail leaders. So you're more than welcome to go to our website, fmcgguys.com, and tune in to our past interviews with the best of the game. One of the most exciting things we've done this year is our partnership with Amazon Web Services. In a time where technology is changing the way businesses are shaped and the way executives work, AWS is connecting us with the most innovative companies to understand how they're maximizing tech to move the needle in business. So not only fluffy terms and cool and flashy innovations, but actually how technology is changing the way we work already. So we've had the pleasure so far to interview executives from Spotify and the Very Group, which you can find on the website. And this is episode 3 of this collaboration, and couldn't be happier in this case to be accompanied by a guest co-host from Amazon Web Services today. Joining us from their Madrid office is their enterprise account manager for retail, Gaia Ginevra. Hey Gaia, good to see you.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for having me, and good to see you. And nice to meet everyone who is listening to us right now. My name is Gaia, as you said, and I'm an account manager for enterprise customers in Amazon Web Services, or in short, from now on, AWS. And I'm really, really happy to be here. And thank you for giving us this opportunity.
It's my pleasure, and I will leave your LinkedIn profile in the show notes. So if anyone wants to connect with you and learn more about the innovative solutions you bring at AWS, they're, I assume, more than welcome to connect with you.
Thank you. Yes, please feel free.
And can you tell us a bit? I think that AWS is a well-known player in the industry. I mean, Amazon is obviously very well-known. AWS, the cloud services, as well. But in your own words, Gaia, could you describe what AWS is and what you guys do?
Yeah, sure. So AWS is as you anticipated, the cloud offered by Amazon. We work with more than 200 services in different areas, including computing power, database, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence. And I mean, now you cannot do a podcast and not talk about generative AI. So this is also an area that we touch. And our goal is to drive innovation and, let's say, shaping the future of cloud computing with our cutting-edge solutions. And what we do is we support, well, in my case, retail, fashion, and CPG companies in their innovation path.
So within your role, you speak with a lot of retailers at high-level strategy, but also looking for practical solutions. What's your point of view on like what the key challenges are in the retail industry today?
Well, let's say there are several challenges. I'll try to summarize a few of them, but let's say that today in retail, what I see most often is, first of all, companies want to try to maintain a unified customer view across both the physical and the online store. And this is why we always hear about this word omnichannel all the time. Second, improving product visibility and knowledge. Companies need to know very well what they're selling and who they're selling to. 3, the third challenge, I would say, is managing data effectively and in a secure way. Also, like the theme of like privacy is let's say, everyone talks about it. And then fourth, with the rise of generative AI, I would say that the fourth challenge is integrating AI and machine learning into business operations. And for this reason, I'm actually super excited and happy to have here with us our guests from Miroglio Group, because I feel like they can demonstrate how they addressed almost all these challenges through their data platform on AWS and generative AI. So I'm super excited because I really believe that they are innovating in the Italian fashion landscape.
And before we introduce our illustrious guest from Miroglio Group, let me ask you, how did Amazon Web Services support them in their innovation path? It's also interesting that Miroglio is like an international group, but rooted really in Italy.
Yeah, sure. So, in general, at AWS, we have several leadership principles, we call them, but the one of the main one is customer obsession, which is also something that we share with Miroglio Group. So for this reason, in AWS, every customer has a dedicated AWS account team consisting of an account manager, for example, myself here in this case, and also a technical counterpart called a solutions architect, which in Miroglio's case is Ariane Rezai Tabrizi, whom I'm sure is listening to us now. Ciao, Arian. And our goal is our customer success. And with Miroglio, we have provided constant technical and commercial support to assist in their, let's say, digital innovation journey. And we really think of it as a partnership. We like to call it a partnership. And for this reason, we meet every week, not only to align on the project's progress, but also to share the latest AI news.
Fantastic. So with no further ado, let's introduce our two guests from the Miroglio Group. On one side, we have Matteo Loro, who's the digital data and tech strategy manager. And at the other side, we have Marcello Offi, who's the head of data and platform engineering. Hey guys, how are you?
I'm fine, Daniel. You? Ciao, Gaia.
Hi, Matteo. Hi, Marcello.
Hi, Gaia. Hi, Daniel. Thanks.
It's my pleasure to host you. Thanks for joining, and let's go into it. Welcome to the podcast. And can you tell me a bit about what you guys do? What are your roles? Maybe Matteo, you can start.
Yeah, it's my turn. Perfect. Okay.
We'll have to try to coordinate that as we go, but we'll be fine.
Okay. It's a pleasure also for me to be here. So thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Gaia, for this podcast, for this meeting. First of all, I'm Matteo Loro, digital data and tech strategy manager here in Miroglio Group. My background is very particular because I began my work in a creative and communication agency, so very, very different from this work, this job description right now. I work in communication agency for 5 years, where brands use data to speak to people and teams, internal and external teams. After that, I enter in a new world in e-commerce, in a fashion industry. So fashion industry and e-commerce teams, where I learn a lot of things. But the first one, the main pillar is the importance of data in every process and workflow. Absolutely. It is a main pillar of my life, product in professional lifestyle, professional life, but also in Miroglio. In mid-2021, I joined Miroglio Group as a digital analyst, but today I drive our data and AI project with Marcello is my technical side. I'm a business side of this revolution in Miroglio. I also help our teams to learn in artificial intelligence. Daniel, how? I run easy workshop. I create webinars, video, share simple guides. I work with marketing, sales, stores, other teams. Daniel, Gaia, a lot of work, to be honest.
You do a lot, not enough hours in the week.
No, absolutely. To build the flow that can use every day. I believe that clear data and helpful artificial intelligence can change our work. Yes, absolutely. So,
great. So, Marcello, over to you. Tell us about you to come from the technical side, as Matteo said. What do you do?
Thank you, Daniel. I'm Marcello Offi. I'm head of data and platform engineering at Miroglio inside the IT department. And as Matteo told us before, I'm the technical partner in this journey that we began together 3 years ago through the pathway of AI inside this company. I've been with Miroglio for 25 years on, and currently with my team, we are on a mission to modernize a legacy system and to build a cutting-edge cloud platform with data, machine learning, and AI capabilities that can enable Miroglio's digital transformation and the AI adoption strategy that Matteo are building with us. What makes our role particularly fascinating today is how we are bridging the gap between our business excellencies and the next generation technology. From orchestrating cloud migration to implementing AI solution, we are now ensuring that every tech investment aligns with our business priorities. And we work closely with a top-tier partner like AWS on some strategic initiatives that are fundamentally changing how our company competes inside the global market.
So, and talking about the company, being Italian, the audience can probably hear from my accent, I'm a customer of Miroglio and also a big fan. Marcello, since you've been in the company for, you said, 25 years, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the group and its brands?
Yes, thank you, Gaia. Miroglio Group is a company with nearly 80 years of history. Over the years, we have evolved from an industrial footprint to a strong focus on fashion and retail. This shift has led us to where we are today. Now we have more than 1,100 stores, 8 direct e-commerce platforms, customers in 41 countries, 5 million people who choose our products every year, 10 brands, including Elena Mirò, Motivi, Oltre, and our latest acquisition of last year, Trussardi. In 2019, our EBITDA was 0. Today, it exceeds 40 millions, with a turnover of over 580 million euro. The point isn't just that we have grown, but the point is how we got here, how we did it. And that was made possible thanks to our shared set of strong values that transformed our company culture and allowed us to move forward with a common vision.
Wow, well, I'm happy to be one of those 5 million customers. And you kind of like talked a little bit about how you had the culture, no, that had really allowed you to reach these incredible numbers. So talking about switching to the cultural side, Matteo, can you tell us how does Miroglio Group build and sustain a culture of AI adoption and knowledge sharing across the different teams?
Wow, Gaia, good question, tough one, absolutely. Here in Miroglio Group, our culture now is built on making artificial intelligence easy for everyone. From day one, we show how to use artificial intelligence tools. We focus on small, common tasks, and our saying is one, improve, don't rebuild. For example, leaders back every project with clear goals. We keep a list of every win in a shared place so each team can learn from the others. Sharing in Miroglio culture is very important. So, for example, for each use case, we first work with external system integrators, absolutely. When everything is ready, when the POC, or when we are in the production, we bring the knowledge in-house and move to our internal teams. One thing is important, the side effect is increase our expertise, our internal expertise, very important to grow here in Miroglio. We test each artificial intelligence tool and look at the results very closely. If we see real gains with results and data is another pillar here in Miroglio. We keep using tool and share the steps with all team. In this way, we learn, we try, we share, and we grow together. It's very, very important. Our culture of open learning and real results make AI part of the future, driving value for our customer, final customer, but also internal customers, so our teams. This approach is special for Miroglio.
Absolutely. And I think it's a bit countercultural in the way of like, a lot of companies want to do AI, but I don't think they're ready for it to become like truly transformational to everything that happens in the company, because what you've described obviously has a huge implication in terms of like how the company works, how the hierarchies work. It means a shift in power that a lot of people are not able or not ready to take, no? So how did it become a top priority in the first place for you guys?
As we said before, here in Miroglio, we keep artificial intelligence AI simple and useful. We don't build rocket ships or invent a wheel, absolutely. We look at our current task and use artificial intelligence to make them faster and easier. Is the main goal is to save people's time, absolutely. We have two clear rules here in Miroglio, in this scenario, in this strategy, AI strategy. Number one is to apply AI to improve our existing work. Obviously, we focus on tasks that bring real value today, not tomorrow, today. Number two, we plan new process only after we master quick win. In this way, we can deliver results step by step. Daniel, just to explain this concept, this scenario. In early 2024, I placed all artificial intelligence ideas on a simple chart. In this chart, we have two axes, obviously, business value and time saved. We put each idea on the chart, so we chose projects that give the biggest benefit and in the meantime, save the most time. In the same time, obviously, we have macro use case and also we drive easy wins, like using artificial intelligence, for example, to translate videos. One perfect example is our product tagging and description system, for example. Before, our team had to write product description and tagging product, obviously, manually, entirely manually. It was slow and boring work, I promise you. And we needed extra step also for translation into different languages for our e-commerce. Daniel, we are talking about 6, 7 languages, so that's not a small number, okay? We looked at this process and asked ourselves, okay, team, okay, Matteo, okay, Marcello, also Marcello, how can artificial intelligence, make this easier? Now, we use AWS Bedrock to generate product tags, description in Italian, and also in other languages in one simple workflow. This with one click in our web application. The key was keeping humans in control, but Marcello will tell you more later.
And Gaia as well, I know that you obviously, from AWS, you mentioned, Matteo, that you used AWS Bedrock. You played an important role in the tagging project. What was your perspective on it? Like, why do you think Miroglio Group chose that specific project? Because as Matteo said, they're selective and they have to be useful today. Why do you think that you went with that project?
Yeah, so it's for us. It was also very important because, as mentioned earlier, I work with enterprise customers in the retail fashion industry. Basically, I talk to companies, let's say, similar or with similar challenges as Miroglio Group, basically every day. Okay, so. First, let's take a step back. Let me explain and go a bit deeper on what is tagging and why is it important. And in order to do so, I will give you a practical example. So when you're shopping online and you search for, a white T-shirt, basically you see only white T-shirts online because each image has a tag that identifies it as such. So without, let's say, proper tagging, when you search, your search would have included, I don't know, a pink shirt, trousers, and other, let's say, unrelated items. And this is very linked with the customer experience. I mean, imagine you're searching for a white t-shirt and then you don't find it. I mean, at a certain point, you get irritated. You might as well just close the e-commerce and go buy it somewhere else. So it may sound surprising, but Miroglio Group was not the only company that was doing it manually. Actually, many companies still handle this tagging process manually and even, using Excel spreadsheets. So you can imagine this is a task that takes countless hours. So this is why the AI tagging project is crucial. It was important for Miroglio Group, and it was also important for AWS to support Miroglio, and in this way also support other companies if they may need it in the future. It's an essential task for retail companies, but currently it consumes valuable time and the resources that could have actually been utilized, let's say, elsewhere. As Matteo said, it's a boring process. We don't want people to just, use Excel spreadsheet in this way. So through AI, and particularly through image recognition technology that we offer, the tagging process is now automated, requiring human intervention because, of course, the human in the loop is still super important, even in this generative AI age, but only for this, verification, refinement of tags on product descriptions. So the good thing is now that we are supporting in a task that previously took hours and now takes a few minutes.
Well, it's also a human task to decide to take the decisive action, to decide to invest in AI and transform your culture into it, to have these outcomes. Marcello, so far with your collaboration with AWS, what tangible results have you seen?
Daniel, several tangible results. First of all, we began our journey with AWS in 2019 by moving our core system to the cloud, and this improved cost control, website performance, and ensure everything will run smoothly even during busy sales period. This was the first result. Then next, we started building tools to support our omnichannel strategy. For example, managing online orders that can be picked up in one store and shipped from a nearby shop. A third result, and in my opinion, the most important one, the real shift came with data. Because with AWS services, we created a central hub when store our data platform, in fact, where we can start building machine learning pipeline, for example, to group customers based on their behavior. After that, we consolidated this project, developing a flexible data platform that enabled a new way of working based on our core culture values. For example, testing and learning, putting our customer first, and above all, making decisions backed by our data. Now, last result, we achieved with the same tools the building of AI pipeline at the core of our AI projects, making it even easier to scale innovation across our company. And the tagging and description AI pipeline we are talking now is a good example of those results. For example, we achieved 1 minute and 30 seconds per product versus 5 descriptions per hour done by humans. Simultaneous translation in 6 languages. 8 times faster and better productivity and efficiency. Translation cost per single product reduced by 80%. And this is just one of more examples that we achieved using and building on AWS cloud tools.
Yeah, and this is like a nice tip of the iceberg. Matteo, sorry, go ahead.
No, we recreate the entire workflow. Okay, we easy flow workflow. The simple of this solution, this technology in our infrastructure. I think is very important to underline this way, this scenario.
Yeah, and I think it's fantastic to see the results, but that doesn't come without a lot of work, a lot of compromise, a lot of commitment. One of the big things, for example, is you two coming from different functions of the business, which, let's be honest, a lot of times don't even talk to each other, or they only have underground fights even. How did your business and IT departments work together and foster that cross-functional and cross-cultural collaboration?
Yeah. To be honest, Daniel, information technology, IT teams, and business teams have often worked in parallel, not in sync. Okay. For years, solutions were implemented with the best intention, absolutely, yes, but without full alignment on actual business needs. Okay, is very crucial at this point. The result is that the tools didn't always reflect real priorities. With our AI project, we have created a new way of working. No IT team, no business team. We have only one team that works together to reach a common goal. Okay, everyone can see progress on a shared board in our collaboration messaging platform. Okay, is just an example, but show tasks as planned, in progress, blocked, done, every status. Obviously, we have weekly calls where share ideas, check progress, solve problems, and we take issues now, immediately. In this scenario, we have three big benefits. One, we go much faster because we cut waiting and handoffs between teams is a problem. Okay, in our project and in every project. Number two, we fix problems and release small updates every 2 weeks. No big updates after 1, 2 months, 3 months. No, small update. Number three, people feel more proud because they help to create the project and see real results. Is a very, very crucial mindset here in Miroglio, in the human mindset. Create the project and be proud to create it.
Yeah. I mean, we are in the age of instant gratification. So I guess to keep the teams motivated and rallying around the project, it's important for them to feel like what they're doing today has an impact tomorrow, no, already. So, and Marcello, from an IT perspective, what is your perspective on this? And also, you mentioned the importance of a unified data platform, and that's something that we've heard multiple times on the podcast, that you can't really create AI tools without having the data in place, because if not, it just doesn't work.
Yes, Daniel, the key point is the collaboration, the new collaboration between IT department and business function that Matteo described before. So this kind of technology enable this kind of relationship, because it isn't the old monolith where you have to build up a bureaucratic organization to run projects. This kind of technology is flexible, is open, is simple to understand also by business user side. And it is unified, so give us the chance to collect the data all in one place. Imagine before we had several systems with their vertical silo of data, and getting a 360-degree view of business was very, very difficult and time-consuming. Now, building our data platform on AWS was just a technical project. It was an enable of cultural values we talked about before. And build on this and enabled this change in IT business relationship. So we created one place when we store data, we collect data, we organize data, but in the shape useful for business users, not from a technical point of view. We have every transaction, every customer interaction, every product movement together, but with the detail and shape that serve our business department. But the real magic isn't that? Is in the same place and using the same tools without the monolithic, over-bureaucratic organization of the past. Now we can build web application, we can analyze data across teams, and even we can develop AI solution faster and more accurately. Our focus has shifted from fixed old legacy system to creating new innovative solutions that really drive business impact.
Fantastic. I think also now that we have like the benefit of hindsight, I'm curious to know from your sides, now that you've implemented very effectively an AI solution, what would be like your top 3 tips for successful AI implementation?
First of all, Daniel, start building a culture around AI, top down and bottom up together. So invite everyone to join the change. Let people try new ideas and share feedback, but at the same time, make sure top leaders, C-level, talk about AI, set goals, and back the experiments. Try and learn, try and learn. When both teams and C-leader push AI, people feel safe and learn and grow continuously. Second, use a cloud system that can grow as you need. Pick a service like AWS and a data platform to store and use your data. A cloud system means that you don't run out of space or computing power. You can consume when you need it. This setup makes it easy to bring new tools and support more users without extra work by IT department. Then third is what Matteo described before. List ideas and rank them on simple chart. One axis, how much value for business. The other one, how much time saved. Then this picture shows you which project give the biggest win first and which are quick and easy to realize, to implement. By mixing every ideas, mix all those 3 tips, support the team from top and bottom, and next, start today and check and watch how your AI path and plans progress.
Well, now that we've understood how key is AI for Miroglio Group, I'm sure that even the audience is curious to know what are your future, let's say, AI applications. So, I don't know, Matteo, if you want to start, can you tell us which ones are you most excited about?
Yeah, so Gaia, I'm putting on my magical wizard coat now. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Looks great.
Okay. We have a lot of idea, obviously, for the future. Gaia, so imagine a tool that builds marketing reports in 1-2 seconds from raw numbers into dashboard or inside, for example, for marketing teams. Or think of virtual shopping assistant driving online customer by recommending the products they will love, for example, in e-commerce, but also maybe in a store. Another idea is an artificial intelligence drafts advertising headlines, writes engaging tests and design image for create A/B tests to optimize all our advertising planning, for example. Another pillar, I think, is the forecasting, because it becomes effortless when AI analyze past sales data to predict future stock needs and market trends. In our industry is fundamental, is a very, very big topic. Another example is when you need image editing. Okay, so we work a lot of creative and communication agency for this image editing task. Artificial intelligence remove background and resize them for social media. I think that artificial intelligence gives us more time for creative thinking and solving complex problems. I think these are 2 main pillars here right now for artificial intelligence in enterprise brand. This approach helps, but I think that all team this approach help all people in our brand, in our teams. But I think all team to learn new skill quickly because they can explore and try. To put it in a nutshell, artificial intelligence now can be our daily partner, helping us to deliver better results faster and making work more fun, I hope.
Yeah, I totally agree. And wow, that sounds really exciting, especially the personal assistant. I would need that. So I stopped asking advice to my flatmates. All the time.
I think if I can add to that, I think the challenge for executives will be like to understand the areas in which they can delegate to AI and which are the areas where they have to kind of leave AI to the side and think creatively. No, I think that will be like the perfect alchemy in terms of what will work.
We need to understand the data, the product, the store e-commerce data, or also web analytics data, or also store physical data. So it's a mix of data just to understand the main goal to achieve. Absolutely.
And Marcello, what about you? I mean, on the IT side, what are you most excited about when talking about AI future projects?
Gaia, the key point is that the scenario you described just now, right now, require a step forward from underlying architecture because we are preparing for an AI agent's proliferation that will change not only our business, but the entire business. You know, AI agents are the topic of the moment in this kind of technology. But what are AI agents? In fact, are several AI models that process a lot of decisions per second and run tasks simultaneously. So you need to ensure not only the computing power, but also the governance, also from an ethical point of view at every single step. But this is our unified data platform will play a crucial role because we have inside the tools to build on our foundation a world where AI agents can proliferate and realize their task without damaging any processes and ensuring that the real business objectives are realized. So our platform in the future will be an environment where AI agents are common elements in the picture.
Wow, that sounds really, really exciting. And thank you, Marcello and Matteo, for sharing your tips and also this give us, let's say, anticipate us a little bit about what's going to come next in the nearest future.
It's a pleasure, Gaia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Gaia, what an interesting conversation. I think that my biggest takeaway from this, well, first of all, that AI can give you like immediate solutions today already. I mean, we've seen how this tagging project has really moved the needle. But I think number two, and this is a very important one, is that this can't be developed from one day to the next. As Marcello said, this has been worked since 2019, so pre-COVID times. And like you have to build that data foundation, but also be ready again to be ready to take a cultural change. That means changing people's behaviors, changing people, changing hierarchies. So if a company is serious about this, they really need to be ready to build that bottom of the iceberg. No, I mean, what do you think, Gaia, also from the conversations you're having?
Yeah, 100%. And this is, data is so important and being reliable is so important that you can only, it's important to trust like a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services in this case. And what I really liked about the conversation with Marcello and Matteo and in general about Miroglio Group is that they are not just digitizing fashion retail. They are reimagining it. So I think that it's a clear example, and it could be, really of interest for many others, retail companies, fashion companies, not only in Italy but in EMEA and
globally,
why not worldwide.
Totally. Yeah, and as well, like I think that the unique thing about fashion or retail is that you have that vertical integration where you have from production to selling directly to the consumer. You have the retail physical side, you have the online side. So there's so many like data points, which means complexity, but it just also means like that you can really deliver something really interesting and cool if you have the right vision and the right and you take the right action afterwards. So
yeah, 100%.
It's all about mindset.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes we think a lot about product and having like a cool brand, which is important, but I think that being ready to put the groundwork and the miles to put that into place. So thanks everyone. Gaia, it was fun to co-host with you. Hopefully this is not the last time.
Yeah, it was super fun for me. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thanks, guys. And
Thank you, Daniel. And if I can add the final bit, remember, in our strategy about AI, from a technical point of view, humans are always in the loop.
Couldn't say
also from business side.
Thanks for clarifying, Matteo. Thanks, guys, again. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode of the FMCG, guys. Every Wednesday and every Saturday. Have a great one. Bye.